Okay, let's get started. Welcome to Let Us Book, the wrestling podcast in which we go mano-a-mano with Vince McMahon's booking team.
You sound tired.
Yeah, well, we jobbed to the pencil set this week.
Oh, God, that pencil. We will beat it one week.
We lost so bad this week.
I think the pencil's #1 contender for the IC title. It's working his way up.
Okay,
back some prestige.
This week's episode, we're just gonna be recapping what happened in TLC, Raw, and NXT Takeover. Great week. It was a great week though.
Great week, could have been better.
It was still a good show.
It was, but we'll get to the details.
We'll get to the details. So we're just gonna be recapping everything that happened this week. Try to predict where they're going next. So TLC. I think I said I gave like the potential of being a 3-star, 3.5-star pay-per-view, and you said
I said it had the potential to be a 4.
I think we 3.5.
I still say 4.
You think it was 4-star pay-per-view?
Yes.
What are you ranking on this year's pay-per-view?
Up there.
Because right now, like in terms of WWE pay-per-views, like WrestleMania's 1. What would you give second place?
It's a close 2. TLC.
I'd give it Night of Champions too.
Night of Champions was good too, but I think I would take TLC because of the hardcore element. And they actually used it to their advantage in multiple matches, which I liked.
All right, the card was rushed together, but it
worked out.
I
think the only match that didn't really have any fireworks or anything legible to it was the Ryback-Rusev match. Other than that, every other match on the card was pretty interesting.
I was going into that pay-per-view going, this will probably be good. One thing pissed me off about TLC was putting Becky Lynch and
Sasha on the pre-show.
I'm like, this is...
And then they played a commercial in the middle of the match.
But I'm just like, this is the two people who put on that amazing match at Unstoppable earlier this year.
Mm-hmm.
And you put them in the pre-show.
And you put them in the pre-show because that is how much the women care to Vince McMahon.
I'm just like, okay, first match started off with a ladder match.
Best match of the night.
It is match of the night.
I'm trying to bring up the...
Because, okay, like I was at work because I was going to watch it like on delay. I was going to go to a friend's house and we'll start watching it at 9. So like you like text me around 8:30 saying, yo, did you see that? I'm like, I'm at work still.
This was right after the Salida del Sol off the top of the...
I was like, don't tell me what's happening. I'm still at work. No spoilers. Like, just Kalisto, best spot, match of the night. I'm like, okay, man, you build this up. Because, like, and, like, when that spot hit, I screamed, holy shit, in my friend's house so loud. I was like...
I had my shirt over my face like this, and I looked like I was just like...
Cause
I looked like I just witnessed a murder, and my dad was just looking at me like, that was insane, but are you okay? I'm like, I don't know.
Like, when he got up there, I was like, I feel like they're going to try to set up the Salida del Sol, but there's no way they're going to do it.
Yeah,
I was like, you're going to reverse it and push him off.
I thought, I was expecting him to get pushed off or to, like, jump off like Matt Hardy style, you know what I mean? And
like,
he flipped up, and he was, that perfect, like,
straight line
climax, you know what I mean? And I'm like, what the... Oh, I get it. And then he came down, and the fact that he accelerated, and it's like, he was a lot higher than I thought, because he came down, and he came down hard, but, like, he had his legs out like this, and he just kept going, and falling, and I'm like, when the hell is he going to hit that ladder? And when he did, I didn't know who took it worse, Kalisto or the Uso.
I want to say Kalisto, because all that went to his hip.
I mean, he did a pretty good damn job of keeping his legs split so that his legs didn't go through the ladder and snap. Would have broke his legs easily.
But, oh, man, best match of the night.
Hands down.
When that moment happened, I was like, I'm okay if Lucha Dragons win.
Yeah.
And if you guys win now, I'm perfectly fine.
Yep. the Botch twins. Sin Cara.
Anyway. Yeah, Sin Cara. But I was like, I'm perfectly fine. But, like, New Day wins, I was still fine with that because I love New Day. And, like, Xavier Woods on commentary was also another highlight.
He has the best job. He doesn't even have to wrestle.
He can do everything, man.
He can go out there,
he can
commentate and be a great entertainment piece and not even have to wrestle and gets paid for it.
Commentate, heel manager. Has his YouTube channel. I guess he makes money off that too.
And he chills with all the superstars in the back and plays video games.
Yeah.
Like, dude. And he's a doctor. Or is working on
He's
being
working to be a doctor.
Like,
Living the dream, man.
Yeah, man. Where do I sign up?
But like his commentary was amazing. Like that's like the second highlight of that night. It was like that commentary.
Better than Michael Cole.
Oh my god, he ripped Michael Cole a new one.
That's not Sin Cara, that's Kalisto. Get it right.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
the silence after he yelled at it was I was dying laughing. You just like I'm guessing like Cole just like looking down like,
whoops. Cole does that a lot though.
No, he screws names all the time and screws moves all the time. But like the fact that someone called him,
and you called him out on it, and it happened to be
Xavier Woods.
Yeah, Xavier Woods. I was calling him Austin Creed.
But like great match. I wish the Usos didn't do that much in that match.
I was expecting them to do a little bit more high flying stuff, but
and then the Dragons did most of the high flying.
Yep.
Yeah, that's great. But
it was interesting the one spot where Kalisto was climbing up the ladder and Big E bench pressed it.
Oh, that was
pushed
cool.
It up. I mean, it was too early in the match for it to be an ending, but it would have been an interesting ending if he pushed him up to the title and he could just go up and grab it. That would have been. I would have been satisfied with that. To be honest, that would have been cool.
They had a lot of good moments where like if it ended right there, I'm like,
I would have been fine with it.
I'm fine.
I would have been fine with a lot of different points of that match.
Oh yeah, man. That's a good match. And as an opening, man, you just set the bar high for everything else.
They set the bar high, no pun intended. Best match of the night, hands down.
Oh yeah, it is best match of the night.
And I'm not saying it was the only good match of the night, but it was the best match of the night.
After that, we got the Rusev match.
I think it was the Ryback Rusev match.
Kind of tuned out.
Yeah, I kind of did too. So after that, I tried looking up the.
After that, I think it's the chairs match.
Which was all right.
It was good for what it was.
Because like I don't like the, like the TLC pay-per-view used to be like.
Like I don't like the chairs match at all.
Because like even if it's just a hardcore match or whatever, you're still gonna use chairs.
Yeah.
It's not like you can only use chairs. You know what I mean? Like a ladder match is a ladder match. A table match is a table match. What the hell's a chairs match? You know what I mean? Like. Let's see. Of course, it's not even in order. It just.
But it was an alright match. I'm not even gonna complain about it because like the right result happened. Like Del Rio won. Like I didn't want Swagger to win, because then that belt just becomes nothing even more.
Yeah, it was the triangle ladder match, then it was Ryback Rusev, then the chairs match.
Was the tables match next?
The chairs match. I like how that ended though. I think that was a cool stomp on Swagger onto the chairs. That was kind of interesting.
Oh yeah, that actually was pretty cool.
That was pretty badass. I was satisfied with that. See, this isn't in particular order, so I'm trying to remember. I think after.
I feel like it was the tables match out there.
I think the tables match was after.
'Cause I don't think it was Ambrose and Owens.
Because
I know the Divas match was before.
Yeah, it was right before the end. So it was the tables match, then the IC title match, then the Divas match, and world title.
Tables match was that was messy.
It started off good, and then they started getting really sloppy. And I remember my dad made that comment. He was like, Harper and Devon were looking sloppy. Tommy Dreamer started getting sloppy.
What's about Strowman eliminated himself, but he didn't acknowledge it. Because remember, he kicked through the table, but no one was there. So technically, he went through the table.
You can't put yourself through a table.
Oh, that's bullshit. Because I've seen a lot of matches where people fall off of a ring post and fall onto a table and lose, and it's not someone pushing them off.
Their rule is you can't put yourself through a table.
Nah,
it doesn't count.
No, they use that rule whenever they fuck up and they realize, we fucked up.
It's the same thing with the Twin Magic. With the Bellas, she wasn't in the match, blah blah blah.
So restart the match.
But they didn't do that to Paige
Charlotte.
Or Charlotte, yeah.
I was like, no, DQ. I'm like, so just use the rule when it applies to the storyline. And that pissed me off. I'm like, he's out. He eliminated himself. It's like I know we're gonna touch on this when we go to NXT, But it's like when Balor, what did he do? The kick? And his foot was on Joe, and we were like,
Yeah,
one,
yeah,
two,
yeah.
three.
And we started, me and your buddy Rich started going, 1, 2. Like, we just caught it immediately.
They
The
realized
ref went
it
up
too.
and he like went to grab his foot to push it off, and he was like, "Oh shit!" Like, you know. Oh man, but yeah, that was.
But like,
It started. The tables match started off good.
it just ended sloppy.
And it
I mean, like,
ended a
at
little
least
sloppy.
the Wyatts won.
Yeah, I was glad that the Whites won, and I'm glad that they won
The next
with
night?
3. Well, no, they won with 3 guys, because it was elimination.
They didn't. We won with 4 guys.
No, they won.
Harper stayed. Wyatts.
Oh
wait. What
Rowan
the fuck am I
got-
saying? Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I keep,
Rowan got eliminated.
I keep thinking there's 5 members. It's because of that freaking Wyatt picture I have. I'm like, no, man.
Leo
There's
Kruger's
two. I'm like,
not in the Wyatt
oh yeah,
family,
man.
John.
That's not real.
Although I would like it to be real.
That would be
amazing.
sweet if it was
I
real.
saw Adam
But, like,
Rose at Raw when they were doing Superstars, and yeah, it just
he needs that Leo
he
Kruger
needs the
gimmick
Leo
back.
Kruger gimmick back.
But Wyatt's won, so I was happy about that. I mean, it was a sloppy match, but it was. Also, the one thing I didn't like about that match, teasing the flaming table and not doing it.
Oh my God! Thank you. I forgot about that. He pulled out the lighter fluid, right?
No, because like when he went out there, I was like, "There's no way you guys are gonna do the fire table, right? Like,
Yeah.
there's no way there's lighter underneath that ring." And he pulled out. I'm like, "Get the
Put a
fuck
lighter,
out
and
of
I'm
here!"
like, okay, but I still said to my dad, I'm like, he's not gonna do it because safety first. Not like he cares. And I was like, okay, he's gonna light it on fire, and then they're gonna reverse and put him through the table. How many friggin' flaming tables has Bubba Ray Dudley been put through in ECW?
I can't think of that many. I know Dreamer and freaking Mick Foley are the ones who've been through the most.
Yeah, but I'm sure I know Bubba Ray's been through.
Well, I know Bubba Ray is the one who puts Dreamer mostly through those
Through
flaming
the table,
tables.
yeah. So, well, he couldn't have put Dreamer through the table in that match because he was on his team, but it just.
That part did piss me off.
But like, oh.
Don't tease it if you're not gonna do it, especially if it's a spot people
And
want to see.
I think with how sloppy that match ended, people were already kind of like upset.
Yeah.
Because they got a little botchy, and yeah, then you tease the flaming table.
And
that would have been a good ending to put him through the flaming table, and that was it.
Yeah.
That would have been perfect.
Yeah,
But,
they didn't do it.
Nope. The children are out of touch. So
Next was Ambrose Owens, which was I like that match a lot. It was actually pretty good.
when that happened, I knew you hadn't watched it yet. I was like, Sanchez is gonna be upset.
Oh my god! When
Sanchez
he hit 30
was so
deeds,
upset.
I screamed no so loud. I was like, no! And my friend's like, what the hell's wrong with you? I don't want him to lose.
Oh my god!
But like,
I was not expecting that. But I remember I said, I'm like, when is Ambrose gonna like get his shot? You know what I mean? Like they put him in the championship like picture all the time.
yeah.
And then he loses and he fades away and floats back to the mid card until he reaches back to that point.
I mean, as long as they build the Ambrose Owens rivalry good, I'm all right.
Yeah,
I like both
that
of them.
can be that can be a good rivalry.
Because I like both of them. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I like both wrestlers. It's not that I'm pissed off Ambrose won. I'm just upset that Owens lost.
I mean, you can still be satisfied with Ambrose as the IC champ. So
So it was a good match.
it was overall it was a really good match. It ended well. A lot of them. That was a big pop,
Oh yeah.
huge pop.
Well, like when was the last time Ambrose held the belt, the U.S. belt, right?
Yeah.
That was like what, 2 years ago?
Well, everyone thought that he won the world title against Seth Rollins, but no, he pulled the referee in front of him. So.
When I saw him pull the referee in front of him, I was like, oh man, you're gonna win the belt.
But that's
not-
another thing too. How many times does that ever happen?
Lots of times, but
where,
they let
where they called it a DQ, like if the
2001 Rock versus Angle, where the ref got knocked out, and new ref came in, and Rock wins the belt. Well, how come the old ref doesn't say no? It doesn't count.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know, man.
That's the first time I really ever saw that.
They're really uneven.
They need to like keep notes.
They need to have a rule
Like,
book.
hey, if we're gonna do this,
They
this
need a
is
rule
how
book.
we've done it.
The rules.
Yeah, da rules, da rules, da rules.
But I don't know. Like, okay, and then Charlotte versus Paige.
Pretty decent match.
It started all right, but then it just like it dragged.
A little bit, and then towards the end it got decent. With the
I don't know. Like
with
I
Ric
feel like the
Flair
beginning
getting
was
involved.
decent, and then it dragged, and I was like,
It started off high and it dropped a little bit, and then the ending kind of saved itself a little bit. I like Ric Flair getting involved, doing Flair things.
Is she gonna turn heel?
Who? Charlotte?
Charlotte.
Yes.
Because why? Is
In
she
my
still
mind,
being...
she's a heel in Paige's face, and honestly, you're probably not going to see Paige as much because, well, we'll get to it when we get to Raw.
Yeah. Okay, and then Sheamus versus Reigns TLC match for the belt, which was all right. Because the big thing was the ending.
Pretty good match. I didn't really want that match to end, to be honest with you. I just think that like he started crawling back in the ring, and Sheamus pulled the belt down. I would have liked to see like Reigns like at least start climbing up the ladder or push the ladder.
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
I
But I
didn't see-
understand he's exhausted. You know what I mean?
I didn't see Reigns winning that match anyway.
No, I didn't either.
But the afters was the good thing.
The what?
The after.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Where
I
you-
think that's what that officially just put Reigns over.
Yeah, because like we're gonna talk about this when we talk about Raw, but like not that people like were cheering that hard for him to win the belt that night until after when he just like kills
Demolished.
League and then just kills Triple H.
And I mean, they were like, I said that to myself too. I'm like, you know, imagine if you were him. Like, you know, every time you go to win the belt, you know, the Authority's Goonies come out and keep it from him. Like, he's gonna snap one day.
I'm glad.
Well, then a minute later, he
snaps.
kills Triple H. So
Oh my God.
I think that just.
I think that was also Reigns' best spear to date.
Oh man, he speared him through the floor.
I think that's like
Triple H was throwing up for real. He was like,
because I look at that spear. I'm like, I think that's his best spear that he's ever done. Like that hasn't been, like his spears are all right. That one was actually pretty damn good.
the table didn't break the first time.
Man, tables don't like to break, man.
Tables, man. Spanish.
Oh man, I was pissed off at that though, because I was going like, man, like, okay, tables match it didn't break, ladder match it didn't break. I'm going like, okay, man, maybe for one fucking pay per view, Spanish announce table can actually make it. And then when he puts it in, I'm like, come on, man, like just 10 minutes and it would have been done. It would have survived one fucking night. No,
Nope, got
fucking break Cole's table, man. They don't fucking need it.
There is an achievement in the video game where if you break the Spanish announce table, or no, I think it's if you break both announce tables. So I just took Brock Lesnar and put Santino Marella through it.
But I'm just like, I look at it and I'm just like, just one fucking night. Is that too much to ask? Just like one night.
Let the Spanish announce table live.
Yeah,
For once.
break the fucking English one for once.
Save the tables. Save
Breaking.
the tables.
New
Save
Day.
the tables.
Okay, don't do that.
Okay, I'm sorry.
But okay, pay per view was alright.
Overall, I liked
Like
it.
it's like second or third
Good-
best of the year.
Good hardcore element. Some pretty good wrestling and
Had the spot of the night.
great spot
Spot of the year, yeah.
and good drama. So
Because that's one of the categories for our award show next week. Because I want to do it after the Slammies.
okay,
Because like looking at their categories,
and then
man,
we'll go
all the-
mano-a-mano with the Slammy Awards.
like 3 of their awards are the same fucking award. Extreme spot, oh my god spot, and I forget what the other fucking one, but it's all the same thing. That should have just been condensed
You're
into.
voting right now, I think, right?
Yeah, but I'm just like, how is the Kalisto going through the TLC ladder, not in the extreme spot?
Because it just happened.
No, but it's in the shocking spot.
Oh, what the hell? Match of the year, Diva of the year, Breakout Star of the year, LOL Moment of the year,
I don't care about that.
Extreme Moment of the year, This is Awesome Moment of the year, and the OMG Shocking Moment of the year.
They're all the same freaking category, and they just decided to split it in 3. So like, I don't know, man. Like I know,
you
like,
have to watch a video to see who's
Yeah.
nominated. Ain't nobody got time for that.
but I don't know,
I
man.
believe you,
I'm
though.
just like, all right. So we stopped at TLC.
Yes.
Why don't you just go to Raw?
Yeah.
You went to Raw,
I went to Raw.
so you get the it's recording. So what's it called? You can tell me how the crowd was the entire night.
I noticed that, you know, as I have the little Macho Man Randy Savage sitting here, little pop, thank you. I noticed when they did like the replays at the Wells Fargo Center, the crowd in the background wasn't as loud as it really was, and I'm like, you know, because obviously you need to hear what they're saying on the mic, but like when Reigns and Stephanie McMahon were doing that opening promo, you couldn't really hear what they were saying because everyone was cheering so loud, especially after she mentioned that Vince McMahon was showing up. People went ballistic. including myself. And, like I said, I mean, I've been saying it in the couple weeks leading up to this past Monday, where Philadelphia is one of the best cities for WWE to show up, and especially if you had the ECW.
Okay, best city in the United States to show up. Because you can tell, like, I'd rather have a London crowd.
That London crowd was good, and we'll get to that.
Yeah.
But, all right,
As I was saying,
all right, best U.S. city.
Yeah, because I'm about to say, that London crowd was
Dude,
amazing.
They don't fuck around, man.
I fucking love that crowd right now. Like, I want a WrestleMania in London. I don't care if I have to wait, like, watch it at 3 p.m. I don't care. Like, I want a London crowd for WrestleMania now.
So, there was the opening promo. She mentioned that Vince McMahon was showing up, and everyone went ballistic, including myself. The Ambrose Ziggler match was, overall, like, wrestling-wise, was a really good match.
But then
I liked
Owens coming down.
I liked the Owens. The Owens interference was actually good. It was good, and he just decimated the both of them.
Ambrose can sell Owens' powerbomb perfectly. He
Yes,
like folds like an accordion to that
like his
powerbomb.
legs go over his head.
I'm like, I look at that. I'm like, man, you know how to sell that powerbomb. Amazing.
Sell.
Okay. Do you remember what was after that?
After that, to my knowledge, I think was R-Truth and Bo Dallas. Which, first of all, Bo Dallas, believe.
I'm glad he got on TV, but then he got just pushed out.
And then he gets kicked out of the ring by Vince McMahon. Yeah, because in the middle of the match, they show that Vince McMahon showed up.
Yeah.
And and this dude sitting in front of me, and I'll read this dude sitting in front of me. At the arena they sell those really tall beers.
Yeah.
For $13 each, which is a complete ripoff. Ziggler, yeah. All right, so Vince McMahon comes out, and this dude in front of me, he's a good three or four of these large beers in deep. He's a good $60 in the hole just for beer. Vince McMahon comes out, and this guy in front of me is doing the walk, but in place. Like, he's not moving anywhere because he's in the seat. But he's standing there, he's like, yeah, it's Vince McMahon. And he's sitting there and he's doing the walk in place. And I'm like, you're my hero.
I remember.
But I'm like, I'm seeing the man. You couldn't see me, but I was bowing. Okay? I'm like, this is the man.
I remember when you told me that story, I was like, oh man, watch him blow both his quads. And then your dad
That's what my dad says. Yeah, he's coming down the ring. My dad goes, watch him blow both his quads out.
Oh my god.
Oh.
But, that was a good segment. Like, you see, that's what Reigns needs. He needs a really good villain. Because no offense to Sheamus and all that, and no offense to Rollins either, but, like, they are not booked like amazing villains.
Yeah, they're just like your typical bad guy.
Yeah. Like, Vince and Triple H are amazing villains. Well, maybe it's because they've been villains for, like, decades now.
Well, too, I think they were matched up well with enemies.
Yeah.
I mean, McMahon had Stone Cold, and Triple H had a good rivalry with, like, The Rock, and a decent rivalry with Stone Cold. And
So, like, I mean, now, like, okay, so this puts Reigns even more over after beating up Triple H and standing up to Vince McMahon.
Punching Vince McMahon.
Oh, well, like, that's the main event now. Like, that's when we get to the main event, we'll talk about that. But, like, right there, like, he's actually being booked like the face that he has to be.
He's being booked kind of like Stone Cold was. Just the anti-WWE guy who they don't want to fire. And so he just starts laying everyone out, and now he's got to face the guy. Now, I don't see 70-year-old Vince McMahon getting in the ring. I'm sure he can still... I mean, he's buff for 70. He's in shape for 70. And Triple H is in shape for his age, but I don't see Vince McMahon.
No, it's going to be Triple H versus Reigns.
I mean, there was
at
a little
WrestleMania.
I mean, when Vince McMahon had Roman Reigns come out, which first of all, he's like, oh, Roman's going to be shaking in his boots. He might as well be standing in the face of God Almighty himself.
I'm not going to lie, I kind of marked that promo.
He told me, there was a time I would just kick your ass right here. And I'm like, yeah, man, you probably still could. But yeah.
It was a good segment right there.
Good segment
but
overall.
When setting up the championship match at the end of the night, I was going like, man.
Well, like too, Vince McMahon came out and he's like, "Oh well, Roman's gonna have to sweat a little bit more." And then they cut to commercial, and everyone in the arena is just sitting there, and Vince McMahon's just sitting in a chair, like this, and like someone in the time, like one of the stagehands or whatever, went over to like say something to him or tell him, and he came and like slapped the guy away. He's like, "Ah, get away from me!" I'm like, "Oh God!" I'm like, Jesus. Crawled up in a ball. I was sitting in section 211. Jesus.
Okay.
After that was the League of Nations versus Ryback and Jack Swagger.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It was
The best part about that match was when Rusev came out. I told you this.
Oh yeah.
He's flinging the Bulgarian flag around, even though his background is all Russia and stuff like that.
No, he's Bulgarian and was affiliated with Russia through Lana.
Well, excuse me. So, hey, all right. Look, I view Bulgaria as its own independent country. My neighbors are Bulgarian. Okay, good country, whatever. That has nothing to do with that. Anyway, he comes out and he's swinging his flag around and whatnot, and he's standing there. And then I noticed that like they're standing by the announce table, and there's someone holding the flag. They forgot the flag holder. So you see this guy go crawling across the floor. One of the stagehands, he goes crawling across the floor and under the ring. And my dad goes, "What the hell is that guy doing?" Like, everyone just saw him crawl under the ring. And next thing you know, you see the little flag holder go sliding out from under the ring. Like, he threw it out. And I'm like, my dad goes, I cannot believe they forgot the flag holder. He's like, that guy had one job, and it was to get the flag holder, and he didn't even do that right.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so League of Nations won that one, right?
Yep.
Okay, I'm okay with that. At least they're booking League of Nations, right? Oh, and the reason why Barrett's not there is because
supposedly he's injured.
Yeah. So man, just everyone
I thought they
getting
were sending
injured.
all the British people home.
But I'm just like, apparently, just everyone's getting injured, man.
After that was Neville and Breeze, with the Miz at ringside calling the action. Couldn't hear a word he said live, but
I forget. What was it like? Jeff told me because I think I tuned out on that match because I wanted to do some. I think I was working on a take-home test for the final.
Okay.
So like I tuned out on that one, and like Jeff tells me like there's a part where like Miz yells at Summer Rae saying like, "You don't get to talk. You're just an extra." And I'm just like, ooh.
Yeah, because there was a moment where she did walk over there, and he like said something to her, and she like walked away. So maybe that was it.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
But
overall, it was the Red Arrow. That's the second time I've seen it live. Never gets old. It's amazing.
It's a great move.
It's an amazing move to see live. But, and if you get a chance to use that slow mo, I mean, I have done it before.
Yeah, you showed it to me in slow mo.
Yeah, that move in slow mo was amazing.
But was the promo after that match like Miz talking to Neville backstage?
Yeah, that was after the match, and he told me how he had Dumbo ears, and I'm like, dude, no chill.
No chill.
Like whatsoever.
But I don't know. Let me stop right here. Okay. Okay, we stopped after the Dumbo ears. So next was the
Savage.
Okay, so next was the Divas tag team match.
The what?
What was after Dumbo ears? Divas tag team match.
Yes. Which I hate because they didn't do any build.
They're not putting any effort on that now. Now it's all about, hey, we gotta focus on Roman Reigns. Which it's good since he's champ that they're focusing on him.
Mm-hmm.
But still, like, there's no build up for like, it's not gonna be Paige versus Charlotte again.
No, not at all. But like,
it's gonna be
Becky is the next best challenger for the title, and they didn't do any build. And another thing I don't get is having Team Bad sit on the sideline again.
They're making them into New Day. You notice that, right?
Now, do you mean New Day
comedy?
Yeah, but like
that. No, that's it. Just comedy.
I feel like they're making them like New Day, the first version, where no one knew what their purpose was.
Boom.
That's exactly what I'm getting from it.
No, that's exactly what they're trying to do.
And if you let Sasha Banks go in there and do her thing with Charlotte and Becky, because she already has the chemistry. They put on classic matches on NXT. But I just feel like Vince McMahon's afraid to have women in the main event again.
Just wait for Triple H. Basically.
I mean, it's a mean thing to say, but
I know it is a mean thing, but it kind of feels like it's
till,
true.
Can't wait till Vince is gone.
Yeah. And then we have the title match, which was amazing.
Well,
I was going crazy throughout that match.
Before that was the
Oh, there was something
New Day.
Oh, which was basically remember when Edge and the Hardy Boys, like Edge and Christian Hardy Boys, had their first ladder match, not with the Dudley Boys, like this was before that, and then they like acknowledged
SmackDown, right?
Yeah, I think that ladder match was on a SmackDown, but on Raw, Edge and Christian invited the Hardy Boys out to shake their hands, saying this was a great match.
It wasn't that was it, right? They legit like
Yeah, they were like putting each other over, saying it was great, and like New Day's doing the exact same thing, except for in the end until like, but we're still champs, yeah.
It's a new day. First of all, I walked around work all day singing the opening to myself of what I was going to hear. Oh. I was practicing like, oh, Philadelphia, don't you dare be sour. And I was doing that. So when it happened, I was just like, oh, but like before Raw, they recorded Superstars.
Yeah.
If you go watch Superstars on Friday on the network, the entire time everyone's just doing the New Day Rocks chant.
They're so over, man.
Mega over. I looked at my dad and I'm like, talk about over. He goes, yeah, hella over.
Oh my god, man. I'm so and like Big E, that voice Big E does for that intro is like one of my favorite voices.
He at the end, he's like, feel the power. I'm like, Big E need to chill.
No. He is perfect like that, man. I'm like, oh my god, you're just doing it perfect. But you think they're building?
Xavier Woods is an amazing mouthpiece.
Oh my god, he is like our generation Paul Heyman.
I agree.
Like he's like our Paul Heyman. Like I can listen to both of you guys be on the mic, and I will not get bored.
Paul Heyman still shows up every now and then.
Yeah, but I'm like, if any of these two have a mic in their hand, I'm like, oh man, I need to listen. This is gonna be good.
Lucha Booties. I'm gonna change my name. I'm gonna be the Lucha Booty. Don't judge.
But then we had that title match, which was a great title match. And
I was waiting for a Philadelphia screw job to happen, but
you know what? When Vince got up, I'm like, oh god, are they doing that? No.
The entire crowd said that, like, oh god, no screw job, here it goes.
But no, it didn't happen, and he won the belt.
Mega pop. Hella pop.
What a year to like start off getting booed to death
in Philly,
and then coming back to Philly and getting the title. Not just getting the title, getting the biggest pop up of your career. That is definitely his biggest pop of his career,
hands down.
So I'm just like, that is one hell of a way to end your year.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he's gonna win Superstar of the Year now, again, because he won it last year.
That's right. Damn.
I feel like now he's gonna win it again.
Where's Seth Rollins?
I'll be perfectly fine with Rollins winning it, but like like for my like best male superstar of the year for our awards, I had like Cena and Cesaro tied. Reigns is just made that into a 3-way tie for me. I need to try to choose which one because all three of them had like the best years of their career.
Rollins. Well,
I don't know. Like Rollins started off strong, but he kind of like lingered after that. Reigns was positioned to start strong, but like had to linger in order to get this strong.
Rollins suffered from poor booking.
Yeah, but Cena elevated that U.S. title and had 5-star matches on Raw, not just pay-per-views. Like he had it on Raw. He put on 5
week after week.
So like that, and Cesaro, like his classic with Owens and his classics with Cena. I mean, those matches were amazing. And this is like the biggest like shock. Like I like that Fatal 4-Way match to decide who faced Rollins in Survivor Series. I thought that was a good match. I still think that should not have been nominated for Match of the Year for WWE. It should have been Cesaro versus Reigns.
Cesaro carried Reigns that whole match though.
And that match was amazing though, because
like the thing with John Cena, everyone gives him a load of crap.
Mm-hmm.
There's no other superstar in the WWE that puts in the amount of work that John Cena does, and there's no other superstar who can go out there like John Cena and put on a close to 5-star match every night in, night out. Like you could throw John Cena on friggin' SmackDown and he'll put on a 5-star match as if he was wrestling at WrestleMania. Like, that's just who he is, and I
mean, I know
I
people.
respect John Cena. I don't like seeing him as the champ all the time.
Yeah.
Because it's like, okay,
I don't like seeing him as the
15
main champ.
times.
Yeah, like I don't like seeing him as main champ. I did like him being the U.S. champ though.
I like him in a role where he can help elevate other guys. Like when he faced Bray Wyatt, I liked him because I'm like, he's going to help get Bray Wyatt over. Oh wow, that didn't really happen, but
he did got. I mean, like Owens didn't need it, but like he did get him over. Owens' first match on the main roster is beating John Cena. I don't care, like
clean.
Yeah, clean. Like yeah, you say like yeah, but he didn't win the rivalry. But his first match. How many people can say that? My first
Not
match,
many.
like my first match, I beat a
John
15
Cena.
John Cena, a 15-time world champion.
I beat Hulk Hogan 2.0.
Yeah, on my first night, clean, as a heel.
Paige beat AJ Layton her first night.
Yeah, but
Won the Divas title. AJ botched the Paige turn.
yeah, that's why. But like, what I'm just saying, like, yeah, like I would have liked Owens to win the belt from Cena, but just getting Owens to put on not one, not two, but 3 great matches with Cena. Like,
what sucked is like Owens beat Cena clean, and that was one hell of a reaction. And it's like Vince McMahon didn't like that, because then he put on good matches, but he lost like 3 pay-per-views in a row after that.
4.
2 or 4. Oh, Jesus.
4. He lost the 2 Cenas and the 2 Finn Balor matches. He lost Beast in the East because that does count as a pay-per-view. And then he lost Brooklyn. And the way he snapped that losing streak was beating Cesaro in SummerSlam.
Y'all were wrong. Guy asked, I said, how did Balor win the NXT title? Because I forgot. He's like, hey, he won in Brooklyn. No, he won at Beast of the East.
Yeah, Beast in the East. Oh, I didn't, probably wasn't paying attention to that question. I was probably answering another one. Because it was all 7 of us talking.
Wow.
But like, yeah, he won at Beast in the East. In like an amazing match too. Because like, also to help like Japanese people throw in the streamers before the match started. Because I was like, oh, that is amazing. That's another like, I would like to have an NXT takeover take place in Tokyo. Because every championship match are gonna get those streamers.
I want a pay-per-view in Japan just to see streamers.
Just imagine Bailey coming out with streamers.
Doing this streamer. Oh my god.
Oh god, that would be so
image
cool.
out of my head.
Oh, that
All
would
right,
be
change the
so
subject.
cool, man. Okay, so Reigns gets put over, has the best year. I think it's like one of the best years, not because of like all the matches he put on, but because he went from the bottom and literally just like got over so hard. So like
well, that was their plan. Was they kind of just hit the reset button on him and try to build him from the ground up, and
best decision they did.
And they did it the right way. I will give Vince McMahon's booking this. They did it the right way.
Yeah.
No.
But like
and
TLC,
I think Raw's gonna be interesting.
I can't wait for Raw. It's gonna suck for like next month because I have to switch shifts with someone, so I can have my Thursdays free for classes, and I'm gonna like be missing like the first hour of Raw. But I don't know. It's gonna get recapped anyway. So like, this is the one time I'm gonna be actually okay with them continually recapping. I'm like, okay, I missed the first hour, so I kind of need this.
Really, all the first hour is an opening promo. They replay it a couple times, and then you get usually the first match is.
Usually.
The first hour usually is just
So like I'll see how like the first time this happens, how it turns out. But okay, that was Monday. Then we hit Wednesday. Like me, you, and a bunch of my friends came over to my house, had food. We watched NXT Takeover London.
I had like 3 pieces of pizza before I came to your house, and then you had more pizza and chicken and not too. Where were those nachos from?
I work at Cheeto Burrito, and so does my mom. And like I asked her, can you get some chips from there?
Nepotism.
So like, yep. So like
those chips and queso were good as hell. I'm gonna have that salsa was spicy. I've never been in Cheeto Burrito, so
no, like that's not. Like I know the salsa isn't the way they make it. My mom made it her way.
Oh.
So like it's
there's a Mrs.
spicy.
Sanchez way.
Yeah. So it was spicier actually.
That was spicy as hell.
Yeah, because you wanted a water bottle right away.
No, because I really was thirsty. Oh. But the queso was good too. Like you let it cool down and it gets like nice, a nice texture.
Yeah.
All right, but
okay,
about food.
Okay, so London started off.
I didn't get a chance to try the guacamole. I'm sorry.
That's all right. Royal Rumble. But what's
are there going to be more chips for the Royal Rumble?
Yeah.
Ah, yes. God. Okay.
But okay. Special started off with Asuka versus Emma.
Which was good.
They put on a great match. Like, I'm so happy. Like, I'm like,
you want that shirt.
oh, I'm getting that shirt tonight, man. Like, I'm
good,
not like
good,
I'm
good
getting
job.
that shirt.
Well, the sale ends at 11.
I'm getting that
50%
shirt.
off all T-shirts. I just bought an Austin 316 shirt.
But like, the only thing that sucks is like, it's not on stock right now until next week. But the deal still it goes through because I bought it today.
Okay.
So like, until they get in stock, they don't
that.
ship.
I did like they're like, oh, you might, if you don't pay extra, you won't get it before Christmas. I'm like, it's for me. I don't care. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh yeah.
I'm
I'm like,
do the standards, and then it's BS too
standard-
because you do standard shipping, it still comes.
it's gonna take 3-4 days.
Yeah,
and
it
it's gonna be
still
before
comes in
Christmas.
the same amount of time.
Yeah, it's gonna be before Christmas. So yeah. But that match was amazing. Those two actually do have great chemistry.
Yeah. Emma's a good wrestler.
No, I'm not saying she isn't, but like, I was worried to see can your styles actually work together? They did.
They worked.
It was great.
Can we talk about the way Asuka utilizes her ass? Like, seriously, there was like at least 7 times she just
Knocked
jumped
them out.
knocked them out with her ass. I'm like, okay, I guess that's fine.
But match was great. Continued to push the monster, which kind of upsets us with later down the match, later down the pay-per-view. But okay, after that we have tag titles.
Which was another good match. I really thought Enzo and Cass.
I really wanted them to win. Oh man, they were like, they were hyped so hard.
I think No, I think Gable and Jordan are going to be the next tag champs.
Oh yeah.
And it's just, I feel bad because Enzo and Cass have been in NXT for so long.
2 years.
Yeah, and they're getting close, and then they just fall short.
It's the Tyler Breeze thing all over again. He never won the belt.
He's missing it.
No, it's not missing it. It was like, he just never won the belt. But he was still like the best thing they have.
He was over, but he never won.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I just felt like it was too soon for Dash and Dawson to lose the belts.
Yeah.
So
yeah. I don't know. It was hard to choose that one.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, all the title matches were hard to.
All the matches were hard to choose.
Yeah.
All of them. I didn't know who. Like, I think the only one I probably chose right away was the Asuka one, because I just wanted to keep pushing the monster face.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, like,
you got your booking wish though.
Oh yeah.
My
god. Okay, we'll get to it.
We'll get to that.
But then we get Corbin versus
Cruz,
which was a great match too.
Yeah, I was actually surprised.
Very great match.
And
Corbin finally gets a win on a special.
Clean.
I mean, no, like, he did beat Rhino on a special, but like, he lost to Joe, and then it felt like he was.
And then he went back to squashing jobbers on regular NXT.
But like, he beat Cruz, and it was a great match.
Overall, yeah. It was kind of good to see Corbin win on a special.
Oh yeah.
Because I just feel like I can't
such an even match
they
too.
have him squash all these jobbers week after week, and then he gets put up against his legit opponent and he just loses. It's like, okay, well then he can't beat
legit people,
a legitimate superstar.
So
and Uha, no joke. So
yeah, I'm glad that happened.
Yeah.
And then we had Bayley
Nia Jax, which before that match they
interviewed Nia Jax, and guess who decides to crash the interview?
Your girl.
Asuka just like, I'm like, oh, they're doing it.
They're doing it.
I'm like, when that match happens, I'm gonna be so fucking hyped. But awesome. I would have been more hyped if Nia Jax won the belt.
I really think that would have been the right move. Because I said it, well, I know I'll get into more after we get done talking about overall, but I just feel like they did a good job building up the hype, where it's like it's this monster of a woman and Nia Jax facing, the lovable, huggable Bayley, and Bayley did a good job at looking scared, but she got tossed around that ring like Lesnar on Cena style, and then wins with the guillotine.
But I think it worked the way she won, because she couldn't pin her. And she couldn't really get her down, like to lie down.
But you notice that she
had to choke her out in order to win.
But you notice that 3 times, Nia threw her down, and then she would bend down and she'd go up and put her in that hold, and she did it 3 separate times. And even Jeff was like, "Once you learn after the second time, maybe I shouldn't bend down in this position." You know what I mean? I didn't want that match to end, and I kind of wanted Nia Jax to win it.
Yeah.
Nothing against Bayley, but
No, yeah, because we're huge Bayley fans.
yeah, of course. But I think it would have been the right booking move to, establish Nia Jax as a legitimate power that she blew through the entire women's division in NXT, and she should have blown through Bayley, make her look legit, and then that would be a great job at setting up. Here's the monster Asuka
going against another. Would have been amazing.
That was a little slip up in booking.
Yeah, but it was still a great match. I really did.
It was a great match. I enjoyed it.
Match.
I think that was the match of the night for me.
I don't know. Kind of. Okay, so we're gonna go to NXT champion Finn Balor versus Samoa Joe. I think that's my match of the night. Because there were some spots.
It's close. It's a close tie. Okay, because
there were some spots I'm like, holy shit.
Got to see a bicycle kick, but it was from Samoa Joe.
This is the one actually. Like, I was okay with Bayley retaining. I wanted Joe to win.
Yeah, like I said,
it took me like a week to decide who I wanted to win. I wanted Joe to win. Like, a fit and agile Samoa Joe, man, that's amazing to see. Because, like, I mean, this is no offense to Samoa Joe. I mean, like, if he was right in front of me, even back then, he could still kick the, like, 7 shits out of me.
Anyone.
Yeah, but, like, I felt like in TNA, like, he just, like, didn't care that much at the end period of his career in TNA. He just
that's
didn't
what
care.
Happens to most guys who want to leave TNA.
But, like, when he went to NXT, it looked like he still was, like, that end period TNA, but, like, he started getting more in shape. He started
taking it seriously.
Yeah.
Because I'm sorry, NXT's bigger than TNA. I mean,
NXT reminds me of 2006 TNA, when TNA was amazing.
Yeah,
that's what NXT reminds me of right now.
It's just the fact that NXT is NXT has a feel to it, where, it's in a small arena. It's in Full Sail University, so it feels almost exclusive. It feels like an indie promotion. Like it's not even.
NXT feels like an indie promotion, and like what I like when they sign people, it feels like an indie star going to another indie star corporation, and I'm just like, this is actually cool. Cause, like,
I like how when they sign someone, they're like, oh, they sign with WWE. They're like, no, they sign with NXT or whatever. You know what I mean? Like
NXT.
NXT is its own entity.
Well, that's what like this is what I read is like this is what Triple H is planning. He's planning to get the independent promotion Evolve to take over the Full Sail arena, and that's becomes the new developmental, and NXT becomes a separate brand and starts going on touring dates. No, I'm definitely in on that, but I'm just like, I mean, like, remember how NXT started?
FCW?
No, like, NXT, the actual NXT brand.
NXT, yeah.
It was a freaking, like, game show almost. Because they were just doing, like, they weren't wrestling, they were, like, doing competitions.
That's right.
And now look at it now.
It started off as a joke, and now it's a legitimate wrestling promotion.
I'm
sorry, I think there is a clear difference now between WWE fans and NXT fans.
It's basically...
that divide has become so far apart, where, I mean, now I'm a both.
Yeah,
but I enjoy NXT a lot more than WWE.
It's consistent.
It's consistent. It's wrestling, not drama based.
Yeah,
they have a good little mix of drama, but
like,
it's not
they put storylines in there. Like, we don't get the
here. Let's throw Rusev out there. And
I was gonna go right to that. I was like, it's not like the stupid Rusev storyline that we get every week. Like,
where it's who's he banging this week? I don't care. Have him kill someone. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
like we get something great every single time. Great. All right, so we're talking about the fans, how they're different.
Yeah, it's just I noticed now, there's a clear difference, where it's just I can't see I can't even affiliate NXT with WWE. It's just like NXT just feels it's its own entity.
Which, like, when the Slammies got announced, I'm like, if like I don't see Sasha versus Bayley on the match of the year, I'm gonna be pissed off, and it's not there. But I realized like the way they named the Slammies, it's literally called WWE Slammies. So I'm like, so there's no NXT now. And I don't want NXT to have an award show either, but I'm just saying, like,
there should be some
at least you did something.
Though.
Well, like, it's probably gonna get recognized by all the other wrestling magazines.
Yeah.
You know, Bayley versus Sasha is probably gonna be like match of the year
for
some of them.
Match of the year.
It's probably gonna be for us. I don't think nothing's beaten it.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, man. Like we keep talking about it all the time too. That match specifically.
That's the bar. When it comes to women's wrestling,
Yeah.
that is the bar.
Yeah. And unfortunately, London didn't beat Brooklyn,
No, it did not.
but it was still a good pay-per-view.
Yeah, overall, it was good. I still think Brooklyn was better.
I think Brooklyn is.
No, I
That's
just,
the bar
I
now.
said that. I remember I went on Twitter after last night and I wrote how, it was just weird that all 3 titles were successfully defended on a pay-per-view.
Yeah, like I want a one change, but
You should have at least one title change, especially if in NXT you work. You don't have a pay-per-view every month. You know what I mean? They do specials once every now and then.
it's like when they feel like.
So in between, you should have those good builds, and eventually someone should come out as the new champion. And honestly, in my opinion, I really think Nia Jax should have.
I actually think it was Samoa Joe who should have.
Sorry.
I wanted Samoa Joe because like you can have something different now with Samoa Joe. Have him face, what's it called, Cruz. Have him face a returning
Balor
Zayn.
be like have him drop the title to Joe on an episode of NXT.
No, he's probably gonna do it at the takeover that's gonna be in Dallas.
In April.
They space their specials out so much. It's not like every 2 months. It's like
What I'm saying is have him drop it on NXT soon, and maybe he can be like a Royal Rumble entrant.
No, I don't think. I think they're gonna introduce Balor after WrestleMania. I think that's gonna be like the night after.
Well, after
like, okay,
WrestleMania, it's historic for
that's what I'm saying. Like,
calling him up.
okay, who do you think? Like, okay, let's start going with booking ideas for both, like WWE and NXT now. Okay, Reigns is definitely gonna be facing Triple H at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
I seriously doubt it's gonna be for the belt.
No.
So like, okay, the way that works then, Triple H has to win either the belt from Reigns next month in Royal Rumble, or Triple H has to insert himself in the Royal Rumble match and win the Royal Rumble.
I can see that happening.
No, but like, do you really want him to win second time?
Triple H?
Yeah, he won it before.
Okay, he's allowed to win it again.
I don't want I want the Royal Rumble to have a new winner. Like I didn't like Batista winning it again.
No.
I didn't like Austin winning. Like I liked him winning the second time, because it actually meant something. I didn't like him winning it the third time. What was it?
I was fine
No,
with
I didn't
it.
like the
Die
first
Hard
two. I
Austin.
just liked the last one.
I was a Die Hard Austin fan, so I was fine with it.
I didn't like Cena winning it twice. I definitely didn't like Hogan winning it twice.
That's I don't know. I think that would be interesting if Triple H
Uh-huh.
put himself in at like number 30 and won.
So it just buries 29 people on his way.
No, he just buries like 3. Cause
No, it buries 29.
Okay. So he should come in at number 1.
That's
and
what he-
dominate everyone.
It's Triple H. He loves giving superstars burials.
He walks out with the shovel.
There you go, man. You shouldn't be coming out with that freaking skull and crown. You should be coming out with like a shovel.
You should come out dressed up as the Undertaker.
But like, I hear like they're booking for Lesnar and Owens. Serious booking for that. Like not just not just Owens saying
supposedly
it.
Lesnar's facing Del Rio
Yeah, he's at a
So-
house show.
at a house show.
And you know Del Rio's gonna keep the belt because there's no way they're gonna put a mid-card belt on
But I don't
Lesnar.
think they would have Lesnar lose either. So
And probably through BSDQ with League of Nations, which like I hope like it at least lasts a long time before
that
the
happens.
DQ happens. And also I hope that actually becomes a special so we can see it, because right now it's not a special; it's just a house show that he's there.
I mean, they've been advertising it. So,
I hope it's special.
but I can see Triple H being in the main event for the title at WrestleMania and have Reigns beat him, and that will even more solidify Reigns as the champion.
I don't want it for the belt. I'm okay with the match.
But I feel weird with having a WrestleMania without the title being on the line. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, no, the title will be on the line. Like what I'm thinking of is having Owens get the belt off Reigns, and Lesnar.
before WrestleMania?
Yeah. And screw Reigns out of the belt, because Triple H, it's already plays into Triple H's storyline. Triple H will screw Reigns out of the belt,
But Owens is in the middle of the rivalry with
and he
Ambrose
can
to
drop
get
it
his
as fast. Remember, Owens was in 6 rivalries at one point.
I'm just upset that they never did anything with him and Samoa Joe.
This is also when Joe first came in, and like he wasn't as
It was when
fit
Joe
and
first
what-
came in and Owens was just getting called up, so
Yeah.
it was just weird
Well, like
timing.
now it wasn't just a weird time, because I bet you that call up wasn't supposed to happen yet. Because I bet you that was supposed to be Sami Zayn's call up, and Zayn got
Probably.
injured.
Yeah.
So I bet you that just screwed up everything.
I mean, Joe's still benefiting from it though, so
No, yeah, Joe's still benefiting, but I bet you all of them are benefiting off it. Oh, but I bet you just screwed up long-term plans for them, and they didn't know how to recover from it.
Sami Zayn's coming back this week, so.
I didn't want him to come back to NXT. I wanted him to be in the main roster.
It's hard for me to take Zayn seriously if he keeps getting hurt.
Well, that means you can't take Cesaro seriously anymore either. He gets hurt all the time.
Okay.
Well, I'm just telling you the truth. He gets hurt all the time. You can't take him seriously. Same thing with Ziggler. That's why they won't give him the belt anymore.
No comment. Just, I don't even know.
I don't know. Again, I don't know. Those are the only two matches.
I feel differently about different guys. That's why.
Yeah.
I'm fine with Cesaro. He can get hurt all he wants. He's still reliable.
But I like Zayn.
I like Zayn too, but just I feel like he gets injured in every match, on like such a frequent occasion.
Well, like it's because he does those stupid spots. It's the same thing that happened to Daniel Bryan doing those stupid spots, the throwing his body, and Ambrose is starting to do that shit too. So I'm like, this is the same fucking moves that broke Daniel Bryan's shoulder, and is the reason why he's not wrestling anymore.
Apparently his career's over.
It's over in the WWE. Like WWE won't clear him. I bet you if he just asked for his release, I bet you any promotion will fucking pick him up in a second.
Well, then that's an arrow in the heart of the WWE.
That's their fucking fault then.
They're so shady with the health stuff.
Yeah, but I'm like Dean Ambrose is doing those like top rope drop kicks like Bryan did. I'm like, that's what injured Bryan all the time. It's because he's landing on his damn shoulder all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Ambrose is doing the same thing. I'm like, you're gonna fuck up your shoulder. It's gonna be the same thing with Daniel Bryan.
What these guys do, man.
I know, but they know what it does, and like, you see the consequences right in freaking front of you, and they're still gonna do it.
Take risks.
So like,
you gotta entertain people.
No, I'm like, so like, if you like start getting pushed down, don't fucking complain when you're the one who's doing your own moves.
You're getting salty right now.
No, I am, because I'm like, Daniel Bryan. I read reports that they told Bryan, you need to cut those moves out, because that's what's fucking up your shoulder. Like, no, I'm not cutting them. Okay, man, fuck your shoulder then.
Now look.
Yeah. And Ambrose is starting to do the same thing. I'm like, okay, when they tell you cut those moves and you say no, well, that's your fucking fault then. Because they're all arrogant and saying, like, no, we're not going to cut our moves. Because they're our moves.
Yeah, it's true. It's a part of who they are.
But I don't know. Like, also, WrestleMania, I don't know what the build-up is. Even right now, we're starting Royal Rumble build-up. We still don't have, like, a clear
You
shot.
really won't know because after Royal Rumble, you got,
like,
the February pay-per-view.
I know, like, I think I read reports on 3 matches that are either locked or possibilities. And that's Owens, Lesnar. We know Reigns and Triple H is locked. And the other possibility is Taker, Cena.
That would be good.
Yeah, I can't wait for that match.
That would be a really good match.
Those are like
enjoy that.
Those are like the 3 matches they are saying are like the most things are gonna happen in WrestleMania. I feel like they're building Lucha Dragons, Usos, and New Day to be like a TLC match at WrestleMania, like WrestleMania 17.
Do it again, man. I'll see another Salida del Sol off the top of the ladder.
Probably actually off the ladder, not into like another ladder, probably into a shit ton of tables.
Oh my God! Stop.
If you had to up the ante, I think that's what you have to do.
Let me just say this, because you just reminded me. At Raw, it's in Philadelphia. They did a promo for WrestleMania. It was like, yeah, coming to Dallas, home of the Cowboys. Oh
my God. Why would you do that in Philadelphia?
That was the loudest, along with Reigns winning the title, that was the loudest reaction. The amount of boos and the Dallas sucks chants and the Eagles chants. And I enjoyed that. I'm sorry. Had to add that in there.
But
I said they should have known better.
Yeah, they should have known better. So, I don't know what they're going to do for a Royal Rumble.
There's still got a lot of stuff up in the air right now.
We got like 4 or 5 weeks.
4 or 5 weeks. Yeah, January 26th. So yeah,
no,
about
23rd.
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 What?
23rd is a Sunday.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Christmas is on a Friday. Oh, we were talking January.
Yeah, we're talking about January.
I need coffee. That's what I need, man.
I'm like, it's
all
the
right.
23rd. But like,
I thought you meant December.
but
I need something.
We I don't know. We'll see.
24th.
I guess like 24th. Okay.
You were close.
Yeah.
You were wrong too.
Well, closer than you.
Shut up.
But okay, so we got 4 or 5 weeks to figure out what the build is for Royal Rumble, and because Lesnar will be at the Rumble.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, there's no like is he or isn't he? No, like he's already been confirmed. Yeah, he'll be there, and it'll be, I think there's 2 shows before it. the 2 Raws before, he'll be there
He'll be there, yeah.
to build up whatever,
Whoever he's facing.
or if he's in the Rumble itself.
Have him come in at number 1 and bury 29 guys.
I'm okay with that.
And have him and Reigns and Triple H triple threat match.
Yeah, because Lesnar does have beef with the Authority still. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that can work.
Booking.
Yeah, and Triple H just gets the pinfall on him. Or like Reigns gets the pin on Triple H and never pins Lesnar. Because if I want Lesnar to lose, I want him to lose in a singles match, not in a triple threat match.
Yeah.
But NXT. Who do you think we're getting? Like, are we getting another Samoa Joe match?
For Balor and Joe?
Or is it because like I saw like on YouTube, like Corbin cut a promo on Balor.
Yeah, where he pretty much claimed that he's now the number 1 contender.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to add Joe in there again, you have a triple threat.
Or you can do like what I thought it was going to happen in London, and it was a fatal 4-way between Cruz, Joe, Corbin, and
I'm sorry,
Balor.
Cruz and Balor together is magic.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you could add like
The bicycle kick, man. I'm still drooling over that.
But like Bailey, I don't know what they're gonna do with Bailey now. I don't know if there's gonna be a rematch with Nia Jax or not.
There should be.
Because right now they're building up Asuka versus Nia Jax. It looks like they're, or at least planting the seeds to start building that up.
Maybe next Bailey versus Eva Marie. Eva Marie wins and they call Bailey up, and then because like I said, I remember watching Total Divas a couple months ago, and they said on there like they told Eva, "Oh, we have big plans for you for like WrestleMania next year, SummerSlam and stuff like that." And I'm like, don't tell me she like wins the NXT Women's title or something, gets called up, and
I don't know.
it's one thing if like they talk about like if you're a wrestler, you want to get a reaction, you want to either get cheered or booed, because either of those two are better than nothing. She gets booed, but she gets booed for the wrong reason. She gets booed because no one wants her there.
Yeah.
She's getting the Reigns treatment from Royal Rumble.
Yeah, but
no one cares.
But like, I don't think she has the talent to pull what Reigns pulled off.
True.
To the end of this year.
True. Well, you can't build Eva like that. She doesn't have the talent.
Yeah. But I don't know what they're doing with Bailey. We know for sure it's gonna be Jason Jordan and Chad Gable versus
Dash and Dawson.
Yeah, and we know for sure they're gonna win the belts off them.
If they don't, I'm gonna flip out.
If they don't, but if they put on a great match and they don't, I can't wait for the rematch then. Because then the rematch will be better.
True.
Because then they will win it on the rematch.
And if they don't,
damn man, I'm fucking screwed.
Then I'm done watching NXT.
But what's it called? Like, I guess the reason why Enzo and Cass didn't win it, maybe they're getting called up soon.
Maybe, yeah. Well, too, I mean, everyone kind of knew that, like, Jason, Jordan, and Chad Gable were going to kind of be, like, they're, like, next in line for the tag titles. So, I guess it was kind of, like, more of a send-off for Enzo and Cass, maybe.
A great match to send them off on.
Exactly. That was a good match.
Yeah.
And we couldn't stop sitting on the fact that...
Did I tell you or did I tell Jeff, like, just imagine when they get called up, the first rivalry they put them with New Day. You have Enzo's and Mike Scales versus Xavier Woods' Mike Scales.
And Carmella can contend with Xavier Woods outside the ring. Oh my god, I can picture it now.
How
tall is Carmella? Because I don't understand. We had this argument last night.
Just look it up.
Oh my god.
But
we were like, yeah, man, she's as tall as her boyfriend. Her boyfriend is 7 feet tall. She is 5'5".
She's my height.
Probably kick your ass. So.
But okay, so next week I don't think we're gonna be doing that much like recapping next week because next week is like it's Christmas week.
Yeah.
And like Raw and SmackDown don't do anything like important on Christmas week.
They do the Slammies.
Well, yeah, like the last time
I think next week will be our Slammy episode.
Yeah. So like I guess we'll just be doing like the award show, which will be a short episode anyway. It won't be an hour long like how it is like
now
usually.
Yeah.
I guess it won't be our
It'll
like
be
short
a
one.
recap of the year.
Yeah, no, it'll be easy. Nothing important happened this year.
A couple things happened.
Like what?
I don't know.
That's the fence.
WrestleMania was a thing.
Yeah, well, Brooklyn was a thing, and I think that's it.
Bailey, Sasha.
Two things happened.
Bailey and Sasha. That's all that happened.
And that's all that happened.
And what else? Nothing. You didn't miss anything.
It's
been just overall.
Apparently, Bailey watches that match over and over again.
I do
like
too,
it was
so
it was in Breaking Ground, like the new one. She's like, man, I'm not
I
tired
gotta
of watching
watch the new one.
She was like, I'm not tired of watching this match. It's amazing. I'm like, you're watching. I mean, I'm not complaining either because it's an amazing match. I'll probably watch.
Self-esteem, not narcissism.
Yeah,
there's a difference. But I feel like when you take everything that WWE has done in a year and you determine whether or not it was a good year or a bad year,
it was a good year. I think this year was great.
It was average. For me, last year sucked. Last year was a bad year.
Okay,
this year a little bit of improvement.
Yeah.
Overall.
Yeah.
So let's hope that they continue that climb, and maybe 2016 will be great.
Well, like all the call-ups that are going to be happening next year also.
That too.
Bailey and Balor are definitely getting called up.
Can I wear the headphones as we close?
Sure. Yeah. But what's it called? Bailey and Balor are definitely getting called up. Enzo and Cass are getting called up.
Definitely.
We still have potential Austin Aries coming, and potential.
He signed. So...
Is he signed?
Yeah, that's what I heard. I heard he signed. They're just waiting to debut him. He's kind of just sitting there. Like...
Oh god, man. So, shit, man. I don't know.
I'm still waiting for beer money.
And there's also potential because like AJ's contract runs out with New Japan in January.
You get so upset that like I get New Japan at my house and you don't.
I want to watch New Japan. That's why.
It's pretty interesting. It's really good.
But
they're very serious about wrestling.
I don't know. Like next year, I'm gonna try to watch almost every promotion. Like not like try to expand this.
Have you watched Lucha Underground?
That's what I'm gonna start because like
it's pretty good. I've seen
Rey Mysterio is gonna be in season 2. So man, expect knees to blow.
Jeff's comment last night. We're not gonna mention this too soon.
Oh my god, man!
But still,
I'm glad I didn't record us live reaction to London
because there was a lot of messed up stuff.
A lot of the shit that we said, I'm just like, oh man, I'm glad I didn't bring that camera now.
But I think for Royal Rumble, you should.
Definitely for the Rumble match.
Okay.
Because when we see those surprise entries,
we got a mark.
We're gonna be going crazy.
We got a mark.
But
yeah, it's a good thing.
I mean, I'm glad we didn't record. I'm just like, man, all the shit that we said.
I mean, I can't really say anything because I was kind of like 50% of the messed up comments, but
no, but we all just kept adding on to it.
Yeah, and then it just layered on from there.
Oh my god. But all right, let's go. So we're just gonna be doing the Slammies next week, or our Slammies.
Our version of the Slammies.
And I guess we'll recount what happened in the Slammies, like who's Diva and who's Superstar.
Yeah.
But we're also gonna figure out where we're gonna start setting up recording during the break.
For the break.
Yeah.
We'll probably platoon our places. Yeah. Our pads.
But I don't know, man. I felt that was a good show. I mean, like I'm gonna apologize ahead with all the frequent stops. We weren't at our usual place, and we had some minor interruptions.
Yeah.
But like that's probably going to be the only time we have like minor interruptions. Hopefully.
Yeah, we have some other reliable places we can do. Yeah. Usually, the radio studio is pretty good. We were locked out of our studio today, so that is why we were in.
Because I can't hear you sometimes.
It's hard.
But I mean, thanks for listening. I have a song picked out. It's probably going to be either Finn Balor's or Roman Reigns, just like because those two had the best weeks.
Honor.
Yeah.
I think it should be Reigns.
Yeah, I think it should be Reigns. I think like what he did this week was amazing. But hey, thanks for listening to the podcast. Shout outs to Chris for being a guest again. I mean, you're always gonna be like you're basically the co-host. Yeah. And Rich Me for the logo. Subscribe on YouTube, like the video, share it. That would be great. Visit us on Facebook. Let us book. Still working on that website. It's a lot of work.
It is, all I'm sure.
Hopefully I can get it done before either Royal Rumble or maybe after. Yeah, so, okay, I'm John Sanchez.
I'm Chris Devine.
And let us book.
Let us book.
Oh, man.